is the use of being Russian if you don't do something big? What is the use of being Indian if you don't do something big? And what is the use of being, where are you from?
Also from India.
From India?
From Iraq, next to India.
Iraq?
Iraq, yes.
What is, how do you say Iraqi? Iraqi?
Yeah, Iraq.
It's also a big country, eh?
Yes, it's also big.
If you don't do something big. Prabhupada used to challenge his disciples like this. And he always used to think big. Even when he had nothing, he used to think big. And nowadays success teachers, they say, think big, dream big dreams, because this is how you can start to actually achieve, to manifest what you want to achieve. And of course, Srila Prabhupada considered himself to be an instrument in Lord's hands. Nimitta matram bhava savesachin. Krishna says to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, you can become an instrument in my hands. I have already arranged everything, but you can take some credit for, like fighting. But when Srila Prabhupada came, there was this poem, maybe you have heard, Markine Bhagavad Dharma, where Srila Prabhupada is praying to Krishna and he has come to America and he says, oh my Lord, these people are so degraded, I don't know, how can I preach to them? And if you want to make my message strong, then please make my words impactful, influential. And he said, I have neither knowledge nor devotion, but I have strong faith in the holy name. I have strong faith in the holy name. So maybe you don't have knowledge, maybe you don't have devotion, but if you have a faith in the holy name, that means you have faith in Krishna. And why I'm telling you to preach? Because preaching is the greatest happiness, and the best is preaching is happy you. Happy you. If you are happy, people will be attracted, they will be intrigued, they will be interested. How can you be happy in these depressing times? People are so degraded in America. Now there is racism again, and who knows, maybe there will be a civil war. They're such a low level of consciousness, killing each other. But killing is going on all the time. It's not only this case that happened. But Krishna consciousness is meant to be spread, and we have entered the golden age. We have entered the golden age 500 years ago, and this golden age is developing as the Krishna consciousness is spreading. And Krishna has given many facilities for spreading Krishna consciousness. For example, internet. Krishna has given internet for spreading Krishna consciousness. People are using it for so many things, but actually it's a good tool for spreading Krishna consciousness. So devotees are actually preaching more and more. And golden age is there where there is devotional service. Golden age is already there. And already where people are doing devotional service, the circumstances are better, even material circumstances are better, because Krishna is protecting devotees. But sometimes if devotees become puffed up or do some, sinful activities, then from the external point of view, we see how they are tortured or attacked, but it's not an accident that this happens. And this is not always, this is maybe happening sometimes. So, I go back to 10 million acharyas. If not you, who? If not now, when? Or maybe next life, when I become more serious. Well, don't wait. Don't wait in the next life, because you never know what will happen in the material world and how you can be, how you can be allured or attracted to material energy. So now is the chance And Srila Prabhupada has given us this opportunity to do activities that Narada Muni does, that great preachers do, to preach Krishna consciousness, to become a representative of the Lord. This is the highest position in the universe. Maybe you want to have a PhD, or you want to become a famous musician, but actually this is not the highest position. The highest position is to become a representative of the Lord. This is, and it's accessible to us. And we are also so, we're so, incapable in so many ways. So unqualified, but Krishna is still giving us this opportunity to take up the highest position and to become his representative. So therefore, to practice speaking about Krishna is very important. How we talk to people, how we inspire people with our words. But it's not enough to just know philosophy. You need to back up your words with your heart. You need to develop sincerity, sincere desire, genuine desire to support people, to help people. And if people feel that you care about them, then they will listen to you more. Sometimes they don't even understand what you are talking about. They feel that you want to give them something valuable. They say, okay, I will listen to you, I will chant. I had this experience with people. Says, I'm not interested in chanting, but because you told me I will chant. Great, and now this person is initiated and chanting, and I hope soon start preaching. Just because of your sincere care, and seeing them as a soul, and knowing that they can benefit, then they might start to practice Krishna consciousness because of you. So this is better than becoming U.S. Marine. Also you can say it's harder because you really have to work on yourself. You really have to work on yourself. So you may say, well, you are telling me to preach because to benefit others, but no, preaching is for benefiting you. This is the first. To preach to others, to general public, in one way or the other, how can I give Krishna consciousness? How can I give Krishna? Because the more you give Krishna, the more you get Krishna. The more you give Krishna, the more you get Krishna. You are here because you want Krishna, I hope. and then this potency of preaching is so great because it's directly connected to Hladini Shakti, Krishna's internal potency. Who is preaching? Gopis and Manjaris come in the form of sadhus and preach on the planet Earth or in the material world, different planets. So imagine gopis come to preach and we have an opportunity to preach and the opportunity to become gopis or covered boys or cows or whatever. What else? Flowers or puri. You can become a puri, Krishna can eat you up. I don't know how you will regenerate, but maybe you will eternally become puri. So if you have even a little taste for preaching, please grow it, please develop it, please water it. And in this way you will become happy and you will inspire others. Make friends with people. And if you need help, then you can approach those who have some experience and ask them to help you. Ask them, how can I preach to this person, to that person? But always make a connection with people. You never know. Always take their address, call them, contact them, be personal. This is required. Okay, so now let us see who wants to speak first of the three devotees. Yes, you have a question? Yes.
Could you please tell me what are those 7 qualities of Srila Prabhupada? What the lady employee found in Srila Prabhupada?
That's a big document. I have to give you the document. I don't know. 7 habits. What are the 7 habits? This I can tell you briefly. Be proactive. You know what it means? Means taking initiative, taking responsibility. Begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. That means be clear what is your goal. Begin with the end, with the goal in mind. Then put first things first. Know what are your priorities and act according to your priorities. So put the most important things first in your day. What is the most important thing? Like japa, for example. Then think win-win. When you have interaction with anybody, think win-win. How they can win, how you can win. And we say in Krishna consciousness, think win-win-win. So Krishna wins, you win, I win. So in all interactions, look for the mutual benefit. Not only your benefit, or not only other people's benefit, but everyone's benefit. Especially that Krishna is pleased. Then seek, habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood. Communication, empathy. First try to understand the person who is talking to you, listen, and then after they feel understood, they will be more open to listen to you and understand you. So this is the secret of communication, successful communication. Then 6, synergize or synergy. That means creative cooperation. 1 + 1 = 3. 1 + 1 = 3. So when 2 people or 2 things come together, then the very fact that they have come together creates added value. So that's synergy. I mean, in the nature you have symbiosis between a tree and the animal, or 2 animals. So you know you have this cooperation everywhere in nature also. And also, I mean, when men and women meet, when men and women unite, 1 + 1 = 3. And 7, sharpen the saw. Sharpen the saw is it means this principle of renewal. Body, mind, heart, and spirit. Take care of your body, renew your energy, recharge. Take care of your mind, learn, be creative. Then take care of your heart, that's relationships, and take care of your spirit, that's your spiritual practice, religion, whatever. So these are 7, and there is 8 habit called find your voice and inspire others to find theirs. So I believe every one of you would be happy to find your dharma. Okay, maybe you have good ashrama, but clear ashrama, but you don't have clear varna. What is my occupation? What is my mission? What is my activity, service that I would like to do till the end of my life? And those people who have clarified their mission, they are more happy, more peaceful, more clear about how to live and how to proceed. So for a long time, this author of 7 Habits was writing a book, and at the end he called it The 8th Habit. And the 8th habit is find your voice and inspire others to find theirs. Find your voice and inspire others to find theirs. So voice means your unique contribution, your dharma, your mission. Voice, your voice. What is your voice? Voice doesn't mean that you always have to speak, but now you are trying to use your voice to preach Krishna consciousness. Okay? Okay, so who goes first? Ladies first, sadhus first, or ladies sadhus first? Mother Ekani will speak first.
Seems like
Should I put the camera?
Yeah, yes. If they don't object, you put camera and put a light, put some light. So you want to start in German? Somebody maybe translate for me here. You will translate, really? Wow.
To Serbian.
Translate to Serbian. Yoo-hoo.
But the Bhagavad Gita we have in English maybe.
Oh, you will read something.
She reads anyway a little bit. She doesn't know.
Was war Vers?
Bhagavad Gita, Vers 8,15. 8,15.
I don't have glasses, so you have to read to me.
Also nachdem die großen Seelen, die hingegebenen Yogis, mich erreicht haben, kehren sie nie wieder in diese zeitweilige Welt zurück, die voller Leiden ist, denn sie haben die höchste Vollkommenheit erreicht. Erstmal sagt man in diesem Vers, dass diese Welt ist sehr, sehr leidvoll und zeitweilig. Ashashvatam heißt zeitweilig und Dukhalayam heißt der Ort des Leides. Und deswegen sollte man diese Welt eigentlich verlassen. Und das erreichen nur die wenigen, weil reiner hingebungsvoller Dienst ist sehr selten. Das erreichen nur die großen Seelen, Mahatmas nennt man sie. Und in dieser Welt erwartet uns nur, also ein wenig Glück hat man hier schon, aber im Vergleich zu dem Glück, was man in der spirituellen Welt erfährt, ist das so mikroskopisch ganz, ganz wenig. Einige, wenn wir Bücher verteilen, denken, ja, sagen zu uns, ja, wir sind glücklich, wir brauchen das nicht, wir brauchen ihre Philosophie nicht, aber in Wirklichkeit sind sie natürlich in Illusion. Einmal hat Narada Muni Krishna gefragt, Krishna, sag mir bitte, was Illusion ist. Und Krishna hat ihm gesagt, hol mal bitte mir ein bisschen Wasser, dann erkläre ich dir das. Und er ging zum Brunnen und wollte da Wasser holen und auf einmal sah er eine schöne Mataji da. Und wollte ihr erstmal als Gentleman helfen, die Wasserkrüge bis nach Hause zu tragen. Dann hat sie natürlich aus Gastfreundlichkeit ihn eingeladen. Und dann langsam entstand so eine Familie und Kinder. Und er hat völlig über Krishna vergessen. Und als die große Flut kam und alle ums Leben gekommen sind mit seiner ganzen Familie, er war total am Boden und er hat gelitten und war in Depression. Und auf einmal sieht er sich wieder neben dem Brunnen mit einem Krug Wasser in der Hand. Und da fällt ihm wieder ein, ja, ich wollte doch Krishna Wasser holen. Dann erschien vor ihm Krishna und sagte zu ihm, ja, das ist Illusion, was du gerade erlebt hast. Das ist zeitweilig, diese materielle Welt. Das ist wie Fata Morgana. Einmal ist es da, dann ist es wieder weg. Alexander der Große, als er kurz vor Sterben hat er seinen Untertanen gesagt, also setzt mich bei mit erhobenen Händen, damit alle sehen, dass ich der reichste Mensch der Welt bin, aber ich kann nichts mitnehmen. Ich kann nichts mitnehmen. Das sollen alle wissen, dass auf dieser materiellen Welt nichts übrig bleibt. Alles wird mit der Zeit zerstört. Und die großen Seelen Mahatmas wissen das, deswegen verehren sie Krishna unaufhörlich. Machita Madgata Prana Vadayanta Parasparam Katayantas Chamam Nitya Tushyanti Charamanticha. Das ist ein Vers Chatushloka aus der Bhagavad Gita 10.9. Und er sagt, die Gedanken meiner Geweihten weilen in mir. Ihr Leben ist völlig mir hingegeben und sie erfahren große Glückseligkeit und Zufriedenheit, indem sie sich gegenseitig erleuchten und über mich sprechen. Wenn hier schon in der materiellen Welt, wenn wir über Krishna Katha hören, Srimad Bhagavatam lesen oder vor dem Bild gestalten, wir singen und tanzen und schon ein wenig Glückseligkeit erfahren, was zu schweigen, wie das in der spirituellen Welt ist. Das Glück ist da millionenfach stärker. Deswegen alle, die hier im Vers Krishna verspricht, die diese Vollkommenheit erreichen und Goloka Vrindavana erreichen, die kehren nie wieder in der materielle Welt, weil sie wissen, sie können sich an ihre frühere Leben wahrscheinlich erinnern, denke ich mir, dass das hier nichts zu suchen ist. Und also wenn man schon diesen Weg gewählt hat, dann sollte man auch dranbleiben, finde ich, weil es gab nochmal eine Frage, kann man Pausen machen von hingebungsvollen Dienst oder sowas ähnliches. Und ich erinnere mich an eine Geschichte aus meiner Kindheit von einem Hirtenjungen, der also Schafe gehütet hat. Und er war so ein lustiger Mensch und wollte immer scherzen und hat immer gerufen zu den Dorfbewohnern: Wölfe, Wölfe, Hilfe, Hilfe. Sie kamen ihm zu Hilfe, aber er hat sie ausgelacht und hat gesagt: Ich habe gescherzt. Das ist nicht wahr. Also es sind keine Wölfe da. Aber als es wirklich ernst wurde und die Wölfe sein Heer überfallen haben und er hat geschrien, da kam keiner zur Hilfe. Das heißt, wenn man mal hingebungsvollen Dienst ausführt, mal nicht, mal Pause macht, glaubt uns Krishna einfach nicht. Er meint dann, ja, du hast noch viele materielle Wünsche, dann kann man sich zum Zeitpunkt des Todes an Krishna nicht erinnern, weil gerade von Krishna kommt Wissen, Erinnerung und Vergessen. Und deswegen sollte man unaufhörlich, ununterbrochen hingebungsvollen Dienst verrichten, wie die Mahatmas, die großen Seelen, wie Prithu Maharaj. Wir lesen ja jeden Morgen jetzt im Srimad Bhagavatam über Prithu Maharaj. Er ist auch ein Mahatma und er ist eine Inkarnation Gottes sogar. Und Krishna, wenn er sieht, dass man ernsthaft ist, dass man sich bemüht, obwohl man vielleicht im Kali Yuga nicht rein ist und man kann nicht auf einmal sich erheben, dann wird er schon entgegenkommen, wie Sie gerade sagten. Dann, wenn man einen Schritt zu Krishna macht, dann macht Krishna 100 Schritte zu dir. Als er sich den Finger geschnitten hat im Mahabharata, hat Draupadi seinen Sari aufgerissen und ihm die Hand verbunden. Und dann, als sie in der Versammlung stand und man wollte sie entkleiden vor der ganzen Versammlung, dann hat der Krishna ihr geholfen. Sie hat sich ihm völlig hingegeben. Sie war nur auf, keiner konnte ihr helfen. Nicht ihre 5 Ehemänner, nicht Bhishma, der große Krieger, nicht Drona, keiner konnte was tun. Und deswegen, ihre einzige Rettung war Krishna. Und genauso ist es bei uns. Unsere einzige Rettung ist auch hier Krishna. Er kommt im Kali Yuga in Form eines Gottgeweihten, weil er sehr barmherzig ist. Er weiß, dass wir total verunreinigt sind durch die Materie, dass wir total viel Vergehen machen würden, wenn er persönlich erscheint in seiner ursprünglichen Form. Aber gegen einen Gottgeweihten ist Vergehen auch Vergehen. Deswegen sollen wir natürlich auch dieses Vergehen vermeiden. Aber trotzdem, er verspricht, dass er selbst persönlich sogar, wir haben einmal gesprochen hier, ob jetzt im Kali Yuga Krishna auch uns persönlich rettet. Und Srila Prabhupada sagt es wirklich, dass sogar Neulinge wird Krishna retten. Weil Krishna ist jeder lieb. Jeder ist im Lied, der den heiligen Namen chantet. Einmal gechantet, dann ist man schon, also hat man schon Bekanntschaft mit Krishna geschlossen. Und wir sollen den Fußspuren des großen Acharyas folgen und diesen Vorgang kultivieren, damit unsere Verunreinigung durch diese materielle Welt, weil der heilige Name wird uns bereinigen, dieser Prozess wird uns bereinigen, damit wir immer uns an Krishna erinnern und ihn nie vergessen können. Weil diesen zwei Prinzipien dienen alle anderen Prinzipien. Alles, was wir machen, dienen diesen zwei Prinzipien. Gerade dann kann man Vollkommenheit erreichen. Wenn man nie abweicht von hingebungsvollen Dienst, ununterbrochen dabei ist, wie heute Morgen auch der Vers war, Mamchayova Yabdicharina Bhakti Yogina Sevate, Sagunan Samatityatan, Brahma Bhuya Kalpate. Dann wird man in der Transzendenz verankert Und dann kann man sich erheben. Da kann man wieder diese Liebe, die schlummernde Liebe im Herzen zu Krishna entdecken. Langsam, aber sicher. Und die Schlussfolgerung von diesem Vers lautet, wenn man die Vollkommenheit erreicht, dann kehrt man nie wieder zurück. Also wir sollen als Ziel haben Vollkommenheit. Und was ist Vollkommenheit? Vollkommenheit heißt, immer mit Krishna verbunden zu sein. Immer mit ihm zusammen sein und versuchen, also ihm zu dienen, weil wenn man jemanden liebt, dann denkt man immer an diese Person. Das kennen wir aus unserer materiellen Erfahrung wahrscheinlich. Und dann wird schon diese Liebe aufgehen und wir können dann nach Galoka Vrindavana endlich zurückkehren.
That's it.
Ich weiß, ich denke 10 Minuten sind vergangen.
Thank you very much. Does she give classes here?
Yes.
No? Yes?
Yes.
Oh,
But not so often.
how often?
Less.
The last time, not so much. Before.
Once a month?
Anymore. When we both moved here, in the first 2 months, she gave like every week.
Once a week.
But it,
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Wonderful. So, like enlivening presentation, and so rich. I mean, several stories and philosophical points, quoting verses. It's a rich class. Thank you very much. If possible, I mean, at least once a week. I think you should give class at least once a week. Who is your guru?
Dr. Bushna Swami Maharaj.
If you don't give class every week, I will tell him that you can preach, but you are not preaching. Wonderful, really wonderful class. You can give class in Russian also. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you can, if there is no Russian devotees here, you can give class online class in Russian. Thank you, wonderful. Where can I find this story about Narada Muni?
In internet?
Where did you find it?
In internet.
Where?
Internet.
But can you send me the link or send somebody who sent Mother Dara the link? So that is it English? Is it English?
Not Russian. In Russian.
Okay, send me Russian, but I will try to find it in English, but at least I have it in Russian. I want to find this story. I heard about this story before, but I want to find the maybe longer version of the story. It's a very important story. How Narada fell in Maya. Okay. You want to say something? How do you feel when you preach? Feel good?
Very good, yes.
Very nice. I mean, you speak in such a way that it's difficult to ignore you. It's difficult to, like, get bored or something. In my classes, when people really sleep very, very tightly, but it's very difficult to sleep. It's not morning now, it's evening. In the evening, maybe people don't sleep so much in the class. But isn't it, she's very lively when she speaks also smiling and things like that. My only feedback, objection or whatever, that eye contact. To look at the devotees like this. You were looking in maybe the door of the Pujari room. Maybe you miss Pujari room. But everything else, shall we vote from 9 to 10? Who is that giving 10? Okay, who's next? Where is Angela? She disappeared?
She was very mental.
Very-
Very mental. And therefore she had not the rounds finished, so she said she's not qualified.
Sentimental, not qualified, but she didn't attend our seminar on excuses. Seminar on excuses, no? This is a top excuse in ISKCON. I am not qualified. Okay, now we have our Sadhuji. Sadhu Prabhuji.
Actually, I need to clean the prasad.
What?
Need prasad.
I need to clean the prasad.
Oh, you want to find an excuse? Well, you
He has
have
to go right now.
Oh,
Right
okay,
now.
I see. So my excuses seminar was successful because now we are making even better excuses. So where you want to stand? In the middle, on the left side, right side?
If it's okay, I'll just sit here.
You want to stand?
No.
I mean, maybe you want to write something on the board.
In Deutsch? Ja. In Deutsch.
Niklas, was sieht zu?
Was?
Ach so, da steht, du schaust zu.
You know there is Bible pounders. You know about Bible pounders? These evangelistic preachers, they pound the Bible and say, you have to spread, you go to hell. So maybe, oh, thank you, give me German. Maybe you can stand and, but Gita, you cannot pound Gita. Gita is Krishna. If you pound Gita, you will get some, some balls, some wounds. Okay.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Last but not the least.
I want to read first one verse, the first chapter, and it's the first, how to say, chapter and first verse, yes.
But it doesn't go into your speaking time. This is extra.
Yes. Oh, no. Here it is. Observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Tarashra Uvacha Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yusavaha Mamaka Pandavachaya Sanjaya. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? This verse was recommended to me by Jaisachi Prabhu.
So it's para.
Because I came to him and I had no clue how I started.
So you get coaching.
Yes, I had no red line of what I wanted to say. So he recommended, and I want to start with the beginning because it's the beginning of a big fight, the biggest fight that we know. It's the Kurukshetra war, where two armies are facing each other. One army having the instruction and the guidance of Sri Krishna, and the other army, led by the Dhritarashtra. And so, why do I want to start with this verse? Because Krishna consciousness is like a fight. It's like very, very close to a fight on the battlefield in many, many ways. One way I've experienced right now. So I don't want to be here. And I guess many soldiers on this battlefield, maybe on the Dhritarashtra side, I don't know, were like, what am I doing here? why am I here? And they are probably very afraid of being there in this position, being told to just stand there and do something they don't want to do. So why do they want to do that? Why do they want to stand there and fight? And there's just one reason, because they were told to. Okay, because they're getting paid maybe also. But then they could die and then money is for the family, but they are having a sense of duty. And this sense of duty keeps them there. Keeps every one of them there, and the more they are. So it's the sense of duty. So even though they are facing death itself.
Sure.
So this sense of duty is yeah, interesting. It's following us in our devotional life as well. So we have so many times we don't want to do a service and think. I mean, I don't want to be here, and I need to be here and give a lecture on the battlefield of Krishna consciousness. So many things that could go through the head of one soldier on this battlefield, through the mind of the soldier. As we know, the mind, it has two, ways of function. The mind likes and dislikes. It accepts or opposes. So, the soldier can have many thoughts going on in his head, and I mean, he's like, okay, what is my reason to be here? Okay, I'm due to money. I do it for my country. I do it for my family. I do it for my friends. Oh, I cannot desert. They will look at me funny if I would just run away. Or he could say, oh, I don't want to be here. I need to leave very quickly, very sneakily, because I can die. I don't want to die. That's horrible death by the sword. And yeah, he could be having good reasons, like, I have so many years before me, I'm only 20, I'm only 30. So this is the propensity of the mind, to give reasons for or against one situation, for or against some action you want to do. So, as we know from Bhagavad Gita, that the soul is the, how to call it in English, the acting part, one acting, wishing, desiring, and acting. So as from Srimad Bhagavatam, I'm sorry. So this acting part has has some tools, and one tool is the mind. So you can use it in the right way, or you can be used by it if it tells you what to do and you just follow it. So there's this option: do I go, do I stay? So why would I stay? And looking at the side of the Pandavas, it's quite. I don't understand why would they stay. I mean, it's 5 to 100, like the ratio of winning. Why would I join this faction anyway and fight against the maybe bigger army? I'm not so Belarus now, so I don't know if it's bigger. So, but why would I fight this fight? So, as we know, so Krishna was there on the first line, and he gave this very strong sense of he was just there, and so what I want to say is Arjuna actually he was the biggest greatest warrior of all of them, and so Arjuna was standing there as the greatest of all these warriors in his army, and he was also very afraid. Not afraid maybe, but his mind was playing tricks. He still stood there completely ready, and then in a minute he had better things to do, and he was seeing his relatives, and he immediately decided, oh, I didn't know that. So this is a good reason actually not to fight. I mean, if you see your family members on the other side of the battlefield, and you need to decide, okay, do I fight them or do I not fight? This is a very good reason. So this is the strong force of the mind to say, I don't want to fight this fight. Why am I here? I can go back. I can find many good reasons to turn back and not try. And so he didn't do it. Why didn't he do it? He didn't do it because well, he was afraid when he had the soldiers, but he didn't do it because he asked for guidance, what to do. And he asked the authority. And this was in this case Sri Krishna, or his friend, considered as his friend. And so he asked, okay, what do I do now? I don't know. I'm scared. So he surrendered and wanted to ask for an answer. And many of the soldiers couldn't let him back to stay. So Sri Krishna gave answers. Why? He gave the reason for it. And the reason is because you are playing a role and you have a specific duty. And it doesn't matter what the mind tells you. If it says, oh yes, there's a good reason, see, you have to do it. You say, oh yes, I have to do it. Or it doesn't matter if it says, no, you shouldn't do it. And you say, oh yeah, you shouldn't do it. It doesn't really matter. And this is the most important lesson from this war. It doesn't matter because you know that the Supreme Personality of God Himself is sitting right next to you in this war you are fighting. And you always fight it. Not alone. You always fight it with Him. And so it doesn't really matter what reasons your mind gives you for or against. There's no reason to think about it too much, because if you turn around and you just ask, so what do I do? Then Krishna will always give you the answer. You can say, okay, it doesn't matter. You can just trust it. So we are not all Arjuna. That's what I wanted to say. We're not all in this position, being the greatest of all warriors and being like, oh yeah, I asked 3 questions and now I'm good. I can go now to the effort. We are maybe like the foot soldiers on the battlefield. And so what do? We turn to the authority. So we turn to Arjuna. And we ask, what do I do? I'm standing here. I also don't want this. And then he will tell us what he learned and what to do now. And then we can fight. Yeah. And this is basically what I understand of Dasa and Dasa. As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you surrender unto the person who knows, and you serve servant who can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. And he has seen the truth, which makes him Krishna. So we want to surrender unto the person who has seen the truth. And this is Prabhupada, your Shiksha Guru, the Acharyas. So these are the servants that you want to serve. In this way, realize, in this way, just serve and be sure that you can fight on in this fight, which is material birth and death ocean. Hare Krishna. I have nothing more to say actually.
Yeah, it's time now to finish. Thank you. one feedback for you is that to project your voice a little louder, speak louder, so that everybody can hear you. Project your voice. That means that you make sure that everybody hears you.
Yeah.
Not shout, but
Yeah.
a little louder. And I think you have a potential to speak very nicely. And did you prepare?
I basically prepared for 3 hours and 2 pages, but it didn't make sense at all. So
No, it was good.
no, it didn't. Like I didn't say it really. It was just like It was so much that I didn't know what to say. So I actually
what you were preparing?
about something about serving. Many technical things I wrote down and I didn't know what to say.
You could have used your notes.
Yeah, I could have, but I actually I threw them out of the window and I just asked Prabhu what to say, and he said, okay, just talk about it first. And then I was like, okay.
Okay. So preparation was going back and forth. I understand what happened. Okay, but next time you can just bring your notes and use half of them or all of them. I think in the beginning it's good to have notes because you have something to lean on, you have something to look at, you have some sequence that you have created, and then it will be easier for you. Later you can give up notes. Yeah.
I also want to say it gives some security because sometimes there is a phrase in your head but you don't know what is the beginning. So it was in my case, it happened.
You had notes.
Yes.
Yeah, you can. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we are practicing. Yes.
I would say quite the opposite sometimes because the notes also can disturb you. You think you have lost something that was on the notes, but then it was not on the notes. So maybe sometimes I think also it was in this case very nice because you were just speaking whatever popped up.
Okay. Yes.
About the notes, sometimes I have notes, sometimes I don't have notes, depends. But sometimes you make your notes and you have a very clearly the path what you do, and after 2 points I go completely something else and it comes out like a really wonderful class. So we should. This is also comes with experience. Sometimes sometimes you should let it go. If it goes this way really well, like for example, he went really well actually. I found it really very honest, and he found this. He made it actually really well. That the servant, Arjuna didn't know what to do, and we are not Arjunas even. This is a very good point.
Yeah.
We are just foot soldiers, and what the foot soldiers cannot ask Krishna, so they ask Arjuna. This is a wonderful point. And I don't think he had the notes for it, but he came out from the heart, so this is also.
Maybe he's not even aware of what he said. Because you could be. It's called accidental genius.
Yeah, you can watch it.
Accidental genius. It's just you are led by the Lord, you from within your heart, and you act as an instrument, and that's the main point of preaching: to become an instrument in Lord's hands and say the right thing at the right time. And I was thinking when you said we turn to Arjuna, foot soldiers turn to Arjuna, I was thinking you will say, therefore we turn to. If we cannot access Krishna or our Guru, we turn to devotees who can help us, and like this, which I think is also the case, isn't it? We turn to devotees for help. So, but whatever you want to improve, you need to practice. There is no other way. Daily practice, daily investment, daily practice, and one way to practice actually is to read aloud. Then you get accustomed to your voice when you speak. Read aloud and get accustomed to your voice speaking about philosophy. You listen to yourself also. Sometimes you can record it, you can listen, and you can assess, or you can record your speech, like 10-minute speech, and then listen and say, oh, I could have done this better, I could have done this better. So record your... It can be, alone in the room you can speak, or you can speak to a friend and record it, and then listen and say, oh, you see, I'm saying it here, 10 times in 10 minutes. So, Hare Krishna. We were waiting for you.
We have just enough time.
Mother Dara is here. She will keep you safe.
Oh, meine Blockade, das ist einfach zu.
We are unblocking everybody.
Jeder sagt immer, ich kann den ganzen Tag reden, aber hier schaue ich nicht 10 Minuten.
You see,
Speak the whole day, but here she will not
yes,
reach the 10 minutes.
Mother Ekayani was blocked, but she unblocked herself. Sebastian Prabhu was also blocked, but now he unblocked himself.
Ich schaffe das bestimmt noch, solange irgendwie in der Zeit hier. Oh, ich hoffe, das ist
Okay, you don't have to speak, but stay here. Don't go. We will not ask you to speak. Okay, so I will speak a little bit more about preaching. Thank you so much for participating in this experiment, this exercise of speaking and practicing. And you can do this even when I'm not here. I mean, you have also probably can organize you also. And but don't do this once in 5 years, but do it more often. Practice more often. And don't only practice here, practice at home, practice in your room. Because Prabhupada said, practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. Practice is the great, undervalued, undermined, underused secret of success. You know, practice, daily practice. So similarly, you can practice your speaking, and you can start to like actually even your voice. I didn't like my singing for so many years, and once my voice just like broke a little bit, and I started to not hate my voice. And speaking also, I think I speak too high, like a woman sometimes, and you know, you can criticize yourself like anything, but who cares? Just preach about Krishna. Don't worry. Somebody will hear it. Maybe, you know, somebody will say, "Oh yeah, this is interesting for me." So just don't be too attached to results. I'm looking at my YouTube channel, and I have uploaded 600. Actually, it's a false video. It's a video, audio with a picture. So and I see that nobody is watching them, and I don't care. I'm happy they're there to serve people. I mean, this is classes, seminars, music. There is no likes and no dislikes. So at least there is no dislikes. And then also my blog, nobody's reading. I uploaded 500 articles. And I don't care. It just, if I die, I know something will stay on the internet. So, you know, and I'm sure that somebody will benefit, because whenever you put something out from Krishna consciousness, Krishna makes arrangement that people get it and get benefit. There was one devotee who was trying to distribute books, and he couldn't distribute even one book, and he was so frustrated. He was just standing on the street with his bag. He didn't even take out the books. He was standing on the street with his bag like this. And one man came to him and looked at his bag and said, "What do you have inside?" He said, "I have some books like this." He said, "Books?" He bought books. So just put yourselves outside, just, you know, post your audio, read one verse and post it, you know, post on Facebook, and somebody will read it, somebody will like it. And you never know, because whenever you make an effort to preach, Krishna uses it in some way, even if you don't know how to use it. Therefore, dadami buddhi yogam tam, even if we don't have intelligence, Krishna somehow gives intelligence. We don't know how to do anything. So, I don't know, just don't be afraid. Just be very, just try to somehow, even if you're not so convinced, but if you I mean, you give them the books, but you didn't read this book, maybe, or maybe you read it once, but you didn't understand. Like Bhagavad Gita, maybe you didn't read so much, and devotees tell you, well, distribute the Gita, it's a maha big book, and you go and distribute it, and you feel good, but you feel a little awkward, a little, how you say, strange. You feel because you didn't read it so well, the Bhagavad Gita, and you are not sure what they will read, and you didn't understand it, how they will understand it. But don't worry, something will happen. Just throw the bombs. Something will happen. Or Harinam, I mean, people see Harinam, we go on Harinam, people see it, and then after 10, 20 years they say, oh, I saw you in 1983, and really, but I didn't approach you, but I saw you from 100 meters, and I was thinking, wow, who are these guys? And after 10, 15 years they come and they say, I want to join you. So, amazing things are happening just if we go out, if we try to preach. And don't worry if you're imperfect, something will happen with your effort, your sincere effort to preach. And believe me, we were laughing the other day reading from the Transcendental Diary. Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada about internal dialogue. And he said, this is lunatic. And I tell you, talk to yourself. I tell you, opposite of Srila Prabhupada. Talk to yourself, preach to your mind. Preach to your mind. You will see, you will become ecstatic. My dear mind, why are you in Maya? My dear mind, why are you so depressed? My dear mind, why are you so attached to gross matter or gross sensual gratification? Please cooperate with my efforts to advance. And then when somebody else comes to you, it will be easier for you to preach to them because you have practiced preaching to your mind. So it's an amazing, it's like a, how you call it, touchstone? Touchstone? Turning iron into gold. Touchstone turns iron into gold. So preaching is like a touchstone. It turns punks into monks and hippies into happies. Yeah. You have seen, I mean, drug addicts join ISKCON, they become swamis after some time. They preach, they become gurus. So, take advantage of this because, we have been given this highest activity, and this means giving Krishna consciousness is the highest activity. So we are also fortunate to be able to do it. And even if you do it imperfectly, you will actually make advancement and there will be results. And even Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said, if there is nobody to preach to the four walls. Preach to the four walls. But actually, if you preach to the four walls, there is always some ghosts around, they will hear it also. Ghosts, ghosts. Devotees complain to me about being attacked by ghosts sometimes, and I tell them, if they attack you, preach to them. They will either go away or become devotees. Yeah.
May I share a story?
Share, yeah.
So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he was in Vrindavan, I guess, and there was one, so residents were complaining, oh, this tree, it's full of ghosts. They're mocking us. And so, Bhaktivinoda Thakur came, and he said, okay, well, you take the Srimad Bhagavatam, and you read daily, under this banyan tree. And so they did it, and after a couple of months, this tree just broke down. People were like, okay.
You see now how he speaks? First class. You projected your voice, we are all listening like this. And you told interesting story. So this is how you can speak. Excellent. So you can give some addition to your class, and now we can vote for 10. Yeah, so great, wonderful story. Okay, so do you have any questions? We have 5 more minutes for questions. About preaching, if possible, but can be other questions. Yeah?
It is said, the prophecy is that in every town and village there would be chanting the holy names.
Mm.
So, but sometimes it's difficult because just like, I mean, devotees are so less in the material. I mean, they are more and more destroying the world by doing this and that.
They're what?
Destroying the world.
Destroying?
Yes. So,
Who is destroying the world?
yeah, I mean, even people who don't know about Krishna consciousness, who are
You mean ecologically?
yes, ecologically.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think it will go so far. There is some destruction. I don't think it will go so far. I was thinking you want to say how this will happen, that in every town and village the holy name will spread. So there is one part of the scripture that you don't know. This will happen if you do it. You have to do it. This is a hidden written. I thought you will ask who will do it, why devotees don't do it, and then I wanted to say, well, it will happen if you do it. So take this opportunity. It's already done. Actually, it's already done. It will be, but you can take credit. You can take and make advancement. I want to encourage you. Some of the devotees have taken up what I have recommended, and it's not because I have recommended, but because I think it can be very effective, and I am doing it myself in my spiritual practice. This success partnership. Try to actually meet one-to-one with anybody that you choose and help each other. And I have this guide that I have given you, Success Partnership Guide. Now in Goloka Dhamma I am going to do seminar on this also, and I am going to involve them more in practicing. We will do first 2 days, maybe next week more. I will see if they like it. But Success Partnership is a very powerful way to help each other. To meet regularly, have accountability, how are you doing, have a structured conversation, not spontaneous conversation, and in one sense monitor each other, but not in a controlling way, but in an encouraging way, supportive way, and deepen your relationships also. This deepens relationships. Study Shastra with the view of helping the other devotee and helping yourself. You know, study Shastra as the source of success principles. Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, full of success principles that you can use for your daily activities, daily application, and take advantage of this. Take advantage of this spiritual friendship and spiritual support, mutual support, helping each other succeed, helping devotees succeed. So thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Tuesday, I think.